Hello everybody, welcome to your live watch along of the African Cup of Nations game in Group F between Ivory Coast, also known as Côte d'Ivoire, versus Mozambique in the African Cup of Nations. Hopefully you guys do enjoy the stream, like, sub and subscribe if you're new to the channel and all that jazz. Let's hope for a good stream today. And also, Merry Christmas everyone. It is Christmas Eve in the UK. So I thought what would be nice is there's 2 more games before Christmas Day. I thought I'm going to do a live watch along for this game and then the game later on between Cameroon and Gabon to end ready for Christmas Day. So guys, get your questions in the chat, like, subscribe if you're new to the channel. Côte d'Ivoire versus Mozambique. We are just waiting for the referee to get the game underway with Ivory Coast to kick us off. Game is underway and Group F is underway in the African Cup of Nations. So this is going to be interesting. Côte d'Ivoire versus Mozambique. So hopefully you guys have enjoyed the stream. Oh, are going to enjoy the stream. It's not going to be easy. We're going for a good game. Mozambique versus... Vote in the poll who you think is going to win. We played about a minute and a half and already there's quite a lot of intent by Ivory Coast already.
Mozambique now also look to try and show some attacking intent. And I said they have, I think they have it within them. They just play and open, they're freely as they can. The pressure is not on them. Everybody expecting their vastly superior opponents here. Dominate. Côte d'Ivoire ranked 42 in FIFA's latest rankings. Mozambique only 102.
Excuse me. It's going to be interesting to see how Mozambique play as well.
In comes the corner. Clear their lines and look to break out in attack now. Zaha.
Here comes Ivory Coast, Ivory Coast, Ivory Coast. Ooh.
Get away, but they will retain possession. Will Côte d'Ivoire. 26 Africa Cup of Nations appearances for the defending champion, having first featured at an AFCON in 1961. Compared to Mozambique, who are here for a 6th time, having made their debut back in '86. Zaha stopped in his tracks.
Mozambique is playing just... So Ivory Coast are playing in their traditional yellow and green, and Mozambique are playing in white and red.
Speaking about his inclusion, Ms. Fire said he couldn't ignore the form that Zai's been showing out in the US and Major League Soccer with his country.
So yeah. So get your questions in the chat, folks. Here's Ivory Coast versus Mozambique.
So he's been a regular, but he's also been fined in the back of the net. And it's the kind of form that justified his inclusion by the coach.
So we need to...
Sebastian Aller, who was officially dropped from the squad on last Friday, has been replaced by Evan Gesson of Aston Villa. And the English Premier League currently going
So,
to Ganza.
I can see Ivory Coast winning this, but if Mozambique were to get something from this, it would be an absolute shock. Shock to the system.
Who would have thought?
So at the moment, it's still 0-0, only 5 minutes played.
He was looking for the free kick, nothing given. Ball whipped in there with intent, menacing ball.
Mozambique is doing high pressing and winning balls at the opponent half, and it's really helping them with this first 5 minutes.
There you go. Come out here to compete at Mozambique.
So, hopefully we get a good game. Hopefully it's not going to be like one-sided.
Back for the Elephants. Who's just joined us. Cote d'Ivoire in the bright orange colours.
Oh, is he asking for a pen? Nah, question.
Going to stop play here because of
Free kick to Mozambique.
heavy collision between Jan Dumand and Michel, the skipper of Mozambique.
Yes, he got them on their flanks. Very good pace, 1v1. When inside the box and slip. And mess up.
And he's
So guys, keep your question in the chat, like, subscribe. If you are new to the channel, let me know if you are someone who's from the Ivory Coast or if you're from Mozambique. That would be nice to know. And let me know where you are from in the world.
into this one, but it's cloud form.
And let me know if you guys are excited for Christmas Day tomorrow.
Attention for clubs from the top European leagues. He's had 6 goals and 3 assists in 14 Bundesliga appearances this season.
So if you guys want to get your question in the chat, it's still Ivory Coast 0, Mozambique 0 in the Côte d'Ivoire in the African Cup of Nations. And Côte d'Ivoire are pretty much the holders of the competition. So
Immediately on display there with that charge into the box.
He's very quick. He has
So it's gonna be very interesting.
good player.
So let's see how it goes.
Wearing it now familiar face mask. Starting at the back with Hernan, Mozambique. Looks to build out the pack immediately. Cote d'Ivoire applying the
Come
press.
on, I want to go. I'd like to go.
We've seen the pace being used to very quick by a number of teams in this competition, Badu. Let's take a look at this is opening up here for Mozambique now. Bruno. So Bruno. Great ball for Bruno. And still the clouds are there for Yeah, Fofana. Shot coming in from Jenny.
So hopefully we get a goal or two.
I think Mozambique have started playing very well, looking for that pocket passes, and obviously they are get protected. Then they do a quick transition from the right side to the left side, and that was a great shot, but it was people who had to score for fun.
Directed Fofana. It's going to take a little bit more than that to do him. And it was good. Playing today in his 29th appearance for country. Plays his football for Rizespor in Turkey. Do something down this right hand side. A lot of attacks have gone down that left hand side. Via Dioman. Diallo. The hum of the Nigerians again taking them on. Joman, such an exciting player. Every time he gets on the ball, there's a real buzz around the stadium. And anticipation.
So,
A little bit of magic.
hopefully we get a goal. It'll be quite good.
Into this tournament, looking for their first win in the Nations Cup. Yet to win in 15 previous matches.
I mean, I'm.
in the Cup of Nations.
Mozambique are playing with two options. Either they want pocket passes or they'll go long. And I think Kima should have controlled this ball well and give a penetration good pass.
Yes, yeah. Humans asking for it and getting it. Exchanging passes neatly there with Conan. Spona. Just land Conan. Man that wins.
Ivory Coast are pressing, and I think they're going to get the first goal in the game. But the first big chance is going to where Mozambique.
Stayed at Fofana. Who made a bit of a meal of it.
Yeah, the goalkeeper doesn't want to take risks and put the ball away.
Of course, the ball will be slippery in these conditions. So he just got enough of it. He got his body behind the ball as the corner comes in. Away from the danger by Kambala. There is
It's not bad.
Jenny.
It's not a bad game
Plays for Sport.
so far in the first 12 minutes.
Forging up. Hernan. It was Ivan Uruan who's on the bench. He started the warm-up match that they played against Angola out in Portugal just before the start of the tournament. But the man who has dominated, or who's been the number one, has been Hernan, who's played over one of the qualifying games, both for AFCON and for the World Cup.
No.
Football over the top here. It's a quality cross and it's a decent one.
Mozambique, they scored!
Not quick enough for the
Oh my god.
there, but it was a good ball in to pick out Witty in the box. Great service from wide from the flank there.
Good ball. I told you about it. They are looking for long balls and they're really effective for them. Great cross. Unfortunately, they couldn't get the touch and it went out. Great ball. Beautiful.
And if Cote d'Ivoire are going to hold the high line like that and try and play the offside touch, they're going to have to be very careful. You saw there how they were found out. And that's a touch. Not the best of
I want it to be a good game. I wanted it to be like a very good game of football. I just want to.
get that ball over the top there. Where is here comes to talk
So, hopefully you guys are going to get your questions in the chat. I need your questions in the chat to keep it going. It is Mozambique nil.
Mozambique pressing very
Pardon me,
hard.
Ivory Coast nil.
Save the balls, using the long balls to outsmart his opponent.
Ibrahim Sangare was mostly to that loose pass.
Ah.
Coming down that right-hand side, they're finding a lot of joy through Alphonse. And then when he's the corner, it's Kalila. Has made the overlapping run with the right back. Got a bit of pace about him, definitely onside. Beautifully done to bring the ball down.
Quick pass from Jena Katambo. With right back Kalila. Unfortunately, the cross didn't go as planned.
By the end of tonight, we will have completed the support whipped in here. Behind for a goal kick, we will have completed the first round of matches. As we pause and celebrate Christmas tomorrow. What's unusual to be at a Nations Cup at Christmas time? So unique is this particular tournament. See how evenly the numbers are. You wouldn't have
So it's 6-6 on attacks. That's not bad.
That's it. Goes to show, as we've seen in earlier games in this tournament, there are no easy games. So we have to do it.
Ivory Coast on the ball, headed and into the gloves of the Mozambique goalkeeper. 60 minutes played, 0-0.
Missed out on the glory of winning the cup on home soil. Was born in Cote d'Ivoire, but moved to the UK with his family when he was only a very young lad, and played for England at junior level and even at senior level in a friendly, but having not played in a competitive match.
That was a strong tackle from Due to Witty.
Collected. Again, Divine Hernan.
Still 0-0. It's actually quite a good game, to be frank. No.
So far, so good. You would say from the Mozambique point of view, the longer they can stay in the game, they will grow in confidence. And they are competing out there. They're not sitting back and giving as good as they're getting.
Mm.
The high press this time coming from Cote d'Ivoire, but a foul by Ibrahim Sangare.
Jena Katambo is a delightful player to watch. Very good player, 1v1. He controls the game very well as well.
Runs away for goal kick. Running away from Hima. Ricardo Guimarães. This goes by the name Hima. Of course, Mozambique, right? Angola. Seems to go by the nicknames. All in the interest of preserving space on the back of the shirts. The names are so long, it will cover the entire back of the shirt, so they all have to count their very long surnames.
Ivory Coast are finding it difficult to get that pocket passing and get their star man, Zaha, up front.
A run at the defenders now. He does.
Uh,
On a free kick.
foul.
Dangerous position.
Free kick for Ivory Coast.
Promising situation here. For the defending champions. Look at the number of men that descended on him as soon as he got the ball.
Three players on him, and he grabbed it from the back. That's a complete foul. He's gradually coming in the game. He's very explosive and very creative and with good decision making as well. Very dangerous ball.
Gallo himself is no ouch in this situation from a dead ball. Chance to test that Hernan in the bowls. Guarding his near post.
So a free kick to Ivory Coast and blocked by Mozambique.
Disappointing efforts from Jado. 20 minutes into it. And this Group F clash.
Just
41-0. Mozambique 0.
I'm in a very good mood at the moment, folks, because
Referee's given a free kick then to Mozambique. Tika with a foul on Ratifo.
Good free kick, but a good block from Renato Mandeva.
Last meeting on between these sides. In the World Cup qualifier in November 2021. While are now comfortable winners by Eagles to nil on the other occasion. That of the 5 previous meetings between these two sides. The best Mozambique have done against Cote d'Ivoire is 2 draws. Miscue there from Keladue from Strasbourg.
I think you should have been calm. You have space in front of him, and you can play 1v1 with Zaha up front. Wasted effort.
Option exercise on that occasion. Still some people streaming into the stadium, which is good to see. It creates an atmosphere for the players as well. No player wants to play in front of the empty stadium. We all want the 12th player in attendance. Jimmy thought that should have been their throw in. To it. Once the return from Gallo. Goes backwards. Foul on Diomande.
That was a beautiful day.
Good player. He's 19 years old. He's certainly been touted as one of the young players to watch in this tournament. And there's quite a fair sprinkling of very talented teenagers that will be featuring at this Nations Cup. Good pressure being applied here by Cote d'Ivoire. Appeals for a handball, waved away. Referee Mr. Wikunda.
we want a goal.
Yes, he is. Za. Now the break for Mozambique.
It's actually not. Mozambique are giving it a right good goal. I gotta give them credit when I'm going to.
Allowed Cote d'Ivoire to regroup. Come again with Regnudo. play out of deep inside their own territory here. Cote d'Ivoire. Mozambique to apply press. They want to play through the press. Carrying the ball there. Conan. Good tackle to intercept that one. And the fullback. Alright, bring back Kalila. He is on the ball. Plays for Santa Clara. And Portugal's top league. As Jallo slips. The rain has abated for now. Much to the relief of those in the stands, no doubt. But to have a real shot in anger in from either side in this first 25 minutes. Even though both sides have been attacking, but
The game has been very compact for both clubs. They're doing very well, especially Mozambique, possessing the ball very well, very calm on the ball. They are not there rush and they street play very well. Looking for pocket passing is working for them.
now Jallo.
I'm just hoping it's a very good game. Ivory Coast can get good chances together, do what they can do. Cote d'Ivoire.
Stanwell, Jallo. Doué.
Has the ball.
With a dangerous looking ball in. Missed
Oh, what a save!
2 runs. The back post there. Much better from Cote d'Ivoire.
What a save from the Mozambique goalkeeper.
So well here, Cote d'Ivoire.
Yes, they did very well. Drew with a beautiful cross. Their Monday unfortunately didn't get the ball well, but it was a teasing ball that if the goalkeeper was not effective, we should have scored. Great save from the goalkeeper, not to risk anything.
Won a corner from that. Keeper actually would have dipped under the crossbar, so Hernan had to take evasive action and the cost of a corner here. Jallo wearing Ahmad on the back of his shirt. Decent looking ball in quality. Still alive. Good work to win it back though. Mozambique. Attempting goal. Shots indicating really on target. Guess that one would have counted as a shot on target, the effort from Gilman. And we've seen the couple of team efforts at the other end. That is Fofana. But still an evenly balanced game thus far.
Yes, very balanced game. Both clubs are compact.
Doué. Ahmad. Ahmad again. Switching sides. To Gilman.
Oh, free kick to Ivory Coast.
Free kick has gone against Gima. Of course, pleases innocence. It's very rare that you see a player holding up to a foul.
Beautiful cross on his left foot. That was not a strong leg. He was able to get it, but the goalkeeper was very effective and put the ball outside.
Said not his strong foot, but very capable of both feet is Gilman. Smack the ball left and right. This is another dangerous, not shoot is similar to the one that Ahmad Jallo took from the other side of the box.
This Malabar Saha is going for this.
Just to see who score free kicks plenty in his days at Crystal Palace in the Premier League. Bill Pizzala. Ahmad coming into the game more and more now. Combining with Due. Corner. Comes off Bruno. Doing some coaching from the stands there.
The combination from Due and Ahmad is working perfectly for Ivory Coast.
Short one taken this time. Ahmad!
Nearly go for Cote d'Ivoire. Still 0-0.
Mozambique, they allow him to shoot from that type of range. Half an hour in though. Still, we await the first goal in this one.
Great shots. The body positioning was good, but it was unfortunate.
Information in. The level pegging. By the way, we have yet to see a goalless draw at this Nations Cup, and this is certainly not a game we would have thought would produce the first goalless draw, but we still have a long, long way to go in this one. And looking at the attacking intent of both these sides, I'll be most surprised if we don't get a goal. Ahmad with a double team on him there. Due. Cleared away by Jogo Kalila.
We are not getting a lot of chances because both teams have a strong defensive shape. That's really helping both teams.
Meaty challenge there, but a fair one according to Mr. Oigunda. Probing down the left-hand side. Inside now, looking dangerous again. Brilliant little one to Toman, very nearly getting onto the return ball. Such an explosive player, quick off the mark. And it's a nightmare for a defender when a player races into the box at pace like that. Badu.
So delightful to watch. He's very good 1v1. He's not afraid to take players on. And he has great impact in the game for Ivory Coast.
First meeting between these two sides is actually the opening match of the 86 Nations Cup. Could be a chance here!
Oh my God! Ivory Coast no score.
What a chance that was for Gislan Conan. It opened up in front of him. Excellent work from Ahmad. Just wide of that left-hand upright. He would have been stranded.
Oh.
Hernan, nowhere near it.
Beautiful work from Ahmad.
Seemed to take his eye off the ball at the last moment there because he even miscued it. Not only did he miss the target, but he didn't actually strike the ball cleanly.
think he could have done better. Knowing that the ball came, it was a great cutback. He came directly with his left foot, and that was a strong leg. He could have done better.
Yet to score is 46 previous appearances for Sandwich. Here he goes again. This time the referee has seen enough, and that will be the first yellow card of the game. Witty goes into the book.
Brilliant player. Never afraid to take plays on. Dangerous play from Witty from the back, very dangerous. He deserves the yellow card.
Left the referee really with no choice there. And now he's going to have to tread very carefully and spot Witty. So nothing witty about that challenge, referee Wikunda. 10 minutes to go to the break. Zah. They clear their lines now. Could be a chance here for Cheney to break, but swamped immediately by those orange shirts. But got the free kick in Mozambique. Live to add another day. Saying the first meeting between the two sides was in 1986 when Mozambique
Still 0-0. Mozambique 0. Côte d'Ivoire 0.
they're starting to pile on the pressure now. Mozambique are struggling to get out of their own half in the last 10 or so minutes.
Obviously, Vado is not afraid to play. They have a lot of spaces in their midfield, which is really helping them to get out from their half.
Now Côte d'Ivoire again. Went down under the challenge there. Mesher, skipper of this Mozambican side, playing in his third Africa Cup of Nations. 37 years old now, Mesher. Made his debut at the Nations Cup in 2010. Elder statesman of this Mozambique side, not the elder statesman. That title belongs to a certain Dominguez, 42 years old, sitting on the bench for Mozambique. Ahmad, Teasing, Bruno.
I'm just hoping that we can get a goal in this game. The ball, is the ball going to be crossing? No, it ain't. This is good play from Côte d'Ivoire.
Real menace down this right-hand side. Mozambique with men behind, with the numbers behind the ball now. Making it very difficult.
Still 0-0. Côte d'Ivoire 0. Mozambique 0. 38 minutes played.
And goes with a bag of tricks. Great turn from Zah. Still Zah. But Jenny Sebelitan draws the foul and will relieve the pressure.
Wilfred Zaha, I think, is giving away foul.
Jenny is very determined. He did everything for his team. He set for us, come back and defend very well. Great work rate.
I got to give Mozambique the credit that they deserve. They're playing well. They're playing good football. They're literally defending quite well. And Ivory Coast are creating the chances, but just can't bury them.
Looking at how compact Mozambique has been, it's very difficult for Ivory Coast to penetrate through the middle. So they are going on the lines with Conan and Yaman, and on
have done it extremely well. And what can Mozambique offer going forward? Jima, Jenny, Bruno, Jenny again, pulling the strings in that midfield.
So, 0-0, about 5 minutes to go to half time and go to stoppage time. Here comes Mozambique. Mozambique are on the ball. He's going to put the ball in the box. He's going to try and put it in. He's thinking about it. He's passing it across the face of goal, and it's cleared by Ivory Coast. I've got to get. This is what I've got to say. I have to give not Ivory Coast, Mozambique all the credit in the world for how they are playing in the first half, because they're doing chances. They're not creating chances, but they're defending very heroically. That they think they can get something from this game.
Halftime approaching, 5 minutes to go. Still locked at 0-0. And neither keepers really had a great deal to do. I think that's maybe what will disappoint Emery. Fires at 4.
I think there's going to be a good chance that.
Rather, for all the possession they've had, not really created too many clear-cut chances. But that's a tribute as well to how organized Mozambique's defense has been. Badu?
Yes, the defense have done great job. The likes of Leonardo Mandava has been very instrumental in the leadership at the back. With Yuma in midfield, control everything with his work rate and linking very well with the defense has really helped them to stabilize their defense, making things very difficult for Ivory Coast to manage it.
Who interestingly qualified second out of the group behind Zambia. Mozambique also qualified second behind Mali.
This is so weird, but I'm still shocked that how Mozambique are playing. That they are literally keeping it going toe to toe with the African champions. This is. So Mozambique, I'm just stunned. If I thought Ivory Coast would go and score a hatful in this with the team that they've got, and Mozambique are literally giving a right good go.
His game plan have worked perfectly for them, and they are playing delightful football.
Ambala, who surprisingly is the lone player in the Mozambique squad who plays his football in South Africa.
It is.
Surprise given the proximity, just a surprise also given the history of players from Mozambique over the years that have played in South Africa's Premier Soccer League. These days,
So guys, keep your question in the chat.
about the Mozambique national team of players playing all over the world in all kinds of exotic locations. Now, Due. Safety first there from Kaida, who says didn't get the call. So So he went, put it behind, right where you're facing.
We're having a great game. Surging forward, making decent crosses. With a good combination with Ahmad on the flanks.
Hello, everyone. Still, we get very close to half time in the Mozambique Ivory Coast game.
Corner, another corner here for Cote d'Ivoire. Zad, punched away by Hernan. It's probably as far as Doué. Tioman would look to take his man on again. Manuel floats one to the back post. Challenge there. Ooh, I think he may have done. Oh, the keeper recovers well. Fisher, you just carried it back straight into play.
I'm just hoping that we get a goal. It's a good save by the Mozambique goalkeeper. Mozambique are going to go in. I look like they're going to go into half time 0-0 against the African champions, the winners of last year's Cup of Nations. Wow, this is an incredible first half.
Yes, he did a great job by Frances, always in a good position to score for his nation. The goalkeeper did very well, and after recovering very well and picked the ball from Sangala. Some smiles on his face. The pitch is a bit slippery.
We just need a goal, but a Mozambique player is down in and down.
Missed the ball.
Jenny down there still receiving treatment. Nicely done there. Floated forward by Joman.
John has been very fantastic for them. This first 45 minutes, he's been the danger for Ivory Coast. They have done everything he should have done in the game. Going 1v1 with players, not afraid to play. Good link-up play with Sarah all the time, and having a good game with Conan on the flanks as well. Great player, very young, have a lot of potential in him.
So picture there of showing your picture there, Jenny on the small save at he is up and running again. Into the second of the minimum 2 minutes.
Ivory Coast are on the attack, but Mozambique have won the ball back again.
Tioman, his silky skills really. Yes, Kessie. Wins a free kick, and referee will allow the free kick. This will probably be the last passage of play. Manuel Kambala, the man penalized. This will be the last passage of play before the halftime break. Ahmad taking on Bruno. Bruno standing strong. It's Latifo there that's counted out. Quickly taken throw in. 6 times they've met, 4 times Cote d'Ivoire have won. The best result that Mozambique managed has been at 2 draws. And of course, still searching for their first win at the Nations Cup. Osman Bash. Ahmad.
We're just waiting for the referee to blow the whistle for the half time. Half time, folks. And it is Mozambique 0, Ivory Coast 0. Is
Most of that first half, but they executed their plan excellently. Half time it is then at the Grand Stade de Marrakech in this Group F. Okna, and it's the defending champions Cote d'Ivoire 0, Mozambique 0.
Lotto Christmas jackpot must be won.
Must be won.
Must be won.
Yes, the £15 million Lotto jackpot must be
won this Christmas Eve? Lotto. It could be you.
At home, life should feel easy. It doesn't need to be perfect, just perfectly yours. With spaces that work for every member of the family. From quiet moments.
So for you guys liking the stream so far, it is Cote d'Ivoire nil, Mozambique nil. So we just need to see how the second half is going to go between Mozambique and Ivory Coast. Ivory Coast have played really well. They created chances, done enough chances to try and get going up forward on the field. But Mozambique have been very resolute in keeping them at bay. But I think eventually Ivory Coast will break through. There's going to be a time where it's going to happen. So guys, get your question in the chat. Like, subscribe if you're new to the channel. Oh, five. I just don't get how Ivory Coast have not scored. So if you guys want to get your questions in the chat, like, subscribe if you're new to the channel. It is Ivory Coast 0, Mozambique 0 in the African Cup of Nations. First match of Group F. We're just waiting for the second half to get underway, folks. That's all we are waiting for now. Well, let's wait and see what the second half has got to give. I think Ivory Coast will have a few more chances and might bury one of them. Like, I can see him doing it. It's just gonna wait and see how it plans out. So hopefully second half will be pretty good, and hopefully we get a good go in, a good showing from whoever wants to bring it up and ever wants to what's the word? Get the first goal of the game, because I think it can happen. It all just depends on something. I don't know. It just depends. You get what I mean? You get what I mean? You just gotta go for it. You gotta give it the best for your ability and just do what you can on it's just gonna be it's interesting to see what can happen. But ayo, it is what it is. What it is at the end of the day. We just wanted to go and. Well, ayo, hope you guys all have a good Christmas. And hoping for the best for everyone. So, yeah, I'm hoping for the best for you guys. I am, as I want you guys to all be exactly the same and do what we can, what can. But I want you guys to be able to enjoy a few streams before we all get ready for Christmas Day. The players have come out. So we're just waiting for the second half to get underway. And then we'll be ready for the second half. Here comes Ivory Coast and Mozambique.
We welcome you back to the grandstand, the Marrakesh, for this opening match in Group F as the defending champions. Cote d'Ivoire begin the defense of their title up against the members of Mozambique. Tightly contested first half. Cote d'Ivoire dominating possession, but without really being able to create too much in the way of chances. Only 2 shots on target to the one of Mozambique. I wonder what the conversations would have been. Badu at half-time. What would the coaches have been saying? Starting with the Cote d'Ivoire coach.
I think MFIs have to deploy a different strategy. If he wants to win this game, they need to increase their high pressing so that they can win the ball in the opponent half and do a quick transition. That can help them. If not, if they keep playing like this, with slow intensity like this, it will be difficult for them to get an opener in this game. I cannot say much about Mozambique.
Yeah.
They have did everything in the first half, and I think they will stay like how they are and try to press and see if they can get a goal. But so far so good. I think
Waiting for the second half to get underway.
Well, the score line as we get into the second half, we have yet to have a goalless draw at the Nations Cup.
Second half is underway. Ivory Coast 0. Ivory Coast 0.
And in fact, if anything, quite the opposite. We've had 27 goals scored in those 10 matches. We're back underway. It's Cote d'Ivoire in orange. If you've just joined us in Mozambique attacking the goal in the second half to the right of your picture as the rain starts to come down again. Marrakesh has been spared a lot of the torrential rain that we've seen around the country at this Nations Cup, but it has arrived just to add a little bit of moisture to the already cold temperatures. This hemisphere winters. Obviously had a Nations Cup take place in the Northern Hemisphere winters in Egypt twice, 2006 and 2019, and way back in 2004 in Tunisia. There was also another wet Mediterranean winter. Mozambique will be well pleased with their efforts from the first half. For the record, for the most number
I don't know why, but I can see Ivory Coast scoring in the second half, but I just don't know when or how.
The Cup was back in 2012 when we had 32 matches played before a goalless draw. Third meeting between Mozambique and Cote d'Ivoire at a Nations Cup. First time in comeback in '86 when Mozambique were making their debut.
Ivory Coast present have not been effective. They allow their opponent to get the ball before they rush in. And like that, everybody can play. That's why they are struggling in the game for this second half.
Cote d'Ivoire came into this tournament with on the back of a run of form in their last 5 matches. 3 wins, 1 loss and a draw. A draw coming against Gabon, who they will be facing again in this group. For Mozambique, on their run of form, it took 2 wins in only 2 wins in their last 5. The last win was against Somalia. The one before that was against fellow Southern African side Botswana. Do it. Floating one into the box. A good for Yana, great shot.
Goal! We have a goal! Amad Diallo! Amad Diallo! Has scored for Ivory Coast! Amad Diallo of Manchester United has scored for Ivory Coast. It's Ivory Coast 1, Mozambique 0. Amad Diallo! Wow, it only took about 3 minutes. Nearly 3 to 4 minutes. Where's 1-0 Cote d'Ivoire?
Well worked and just defensively letting themselves down there. Mozambique not competing for the second ball.
What can we say about this? Great ball from Well. Inside the box to Frankesi. It's always in the box. Flick the ball back. The defenders were watching. Ahmed beautifully used his right foot to place the ball. Absolutely brilliant goal. The goalkeeper cannot do anything about it. Great goal. Great player.
A lot of ball.
What a goal, Amad Diallo.
For Mozambique. And Hernan, nothing he could do about that. Through the legs of Reinildo. And having defended so well up to now. They have been breached at last, Delight, for MS5.
I think their defense completely lost their discipline.
Yeah.
3 players, just miscommunication. Stand there, Ahmad pass through and get them goal. Brilliant goal. The game will change now.
Yeah. Marcelo opens the scoring. A perfect start to the second half. And I guess it's those critical moments they speak of in the game. Have to be switched on early, the start of the half and just before the break as well. Diallo could be in again here. Slips in. Corner. Mesher doing that defensive work.
Ivory Coast is very aggressive now. After the goal, they are coming forward, and Mozambique have lost control in the last 5 minutes in the game.
They need to regroup now. That goal by Ahmad means that we now maintain this great record of a goal in every match thus far at the Totally Energies Africa Cup of Nations Morocco 2025. All the way back to Fofana. He's been largely a spectator in this game. To be fair, even Hernan at the other side hasn't had a great deal to do, and he was left exposed by his defenders there. A lot of ball watching. Kima standing all by himself as the ball was played into an empty space there for Ahmad to race onto. I'm not sure that flick didn't quite work out for Zaha. And how do Mozambique respond now? Of course, Cote d'Ivoire they opened the campaign in 2023 on home soil with a win over Guinea-Bissau, 2-0 before the wheels came off in spectacular fashion.
I think they shouldn't lose their balance. They should keep playing and find some pocket passes for Geno Gatamo and Whitney. It will help them. But for now, I think they are a bit frustrated. They don't know either to go long or to go short.
Yeah, no, certainly are going to have to regroup and resettle down. Three-time champions up and running. Three-time champions, twice runners-up. 2006 and 2012. Cote d'Ivoire are unbeaten in 13 opening games at the Africa Cup of Nations. Have won 8 and drawn 4. The last time they lost in the opening game was way back in 1996 in South Africa, when they lost by 2-0 against Ghana. Ghana conspicuous by their absence here. Sorry to remind you, Badu.
Look weird.
That goal would have settled them down. Not that they were nervy at all, Cote d'Ivoire. I think we're just frustrated by some really a well-organized Mozambique defense that just went to sleep. I didn't realize the game had started after coming out for the second half. Here's Ahmad now with a chance to run at his man, and that's going to be a yellow surely. Indeed it is. And as Renildo was taken to the cleaners, I'm not sure why he's protesting.
I also don't know why he's protesting. It's 1v1, he beat him comfortably and he put him down.
Second Mozambique player into the book end.
He should be very calm. He's well experienced, but he shouldn't lose his discipline.
Sunderland man taking away the free kick. It's quite some way out, but I'm sure one or two of these Ivorians will fancy their chances even from that kind of distance, especially in these conditions. If you strike it well, it will be very difficult to deal with. 10 minutes into the second half.
Hey Siri,
Is
what
Ivory
is
defending
half
Champions
an hour
League
after
to a goal by this man? Floats one to the back post. Hernan taking no chances, punches it away. So one slipped through his gloves earlier. Referee has given a free kick. Or is it a throw in? It's a throw in to Cote d'Ivoire. Hamad was at club level has 2 goals in 16 matches for Manchester United this season. And what's been an up and down season for the Red Devils.
Oh, that's what we've done there. Boom.
Now bucketing down here in Marrakesh. Toure engages Ahmad. And this time Reinildo wins the ball legally. Former Atletico Madrid man. Jenny playing it with Kima. Jenny is to be bundled over, but the referee decides 6 of the one, half dozen of the other. Weirdly, seem to get a little shove in the back. I wonder whether Coach Chiquinho Conde will be considering making some changes.
Well, I think so. Now we have nothing to lose. And he needs to bring a man up front that can do a link-up play with the flanks, and it will really help him. But still, they are still in the game. Early days, yes, we still have time to go.
Still quite a bit of football, just over half an hour of football to be played. Tripped by Ratifo. Who's able to track back in his help out in defense. Nothing happening at the other end for him.
Great player. His link-up play has been very good. He also win a lot of fouls for Ivory Coast.
He's adapted. He's very good at doing that. Wilfried Zaha from his time in the Premier League was accused of being a diver, but he was very clever in winning free kicks. This is good stuff here, cutting in the side here. Conan, still Conan. Lays it back to Zaha. Muscled off the ball this time. Now Kima can get Mozambique going forward. He's got Jenny to his right. Latifo going through the middle. Jenny tracking back to help out his Chumand and wins the ball. Ahmad sets off on a run.
Good play from the man. Sangaya lost the ball, but he tracked back to get the ball back. Good play. Because they're gradually getting their pocket passing, and it's really helping them.
Comes off to your mind. And this is a goal kick. Alphonse plays for Dunfermline in Scotland, born in Germany, interestingly, and not a connection that you would ordinarily make with Mozambique and Germany, but more, of course, tend to have more links with Portugal, given their colonial history. sprinkling of players in this Mozambique side that are born in Portugal, as of course on the side of Cote d'Ivoire, there's a number of players who played junior football for France before switching allegiance to Cote d'Ivoire. And you have the unique case of Zaha, who actually played a senior match for England, and remember at the time that he switched to Cote d'Ivoire, Roy Hodgson saying he wished he had played him in an official game to ensure that he didn't make the move or didn't just opt for Cote d'Ivoire. Sometimes it's when players do switch allegiance like that, if they're accused of trying to take the easy way out, to certainly can't accuse Zaha at the time when you made the decision of doing that. Now it's opening up here. Zaha working it wide. Ahmad cuts inside. Miscue from Due, but it might still fall here. Hanging into the back post. Oh!
How has he not made it 2-0?
Direct that cross.
Let's go quickly.
Great work from Conan. He's done excellent work down this left-hand side.
Yes, great ball from Conan, saying an in-swinger, and obviously who again, Frank Kessier, always at the right place, always at the right time, and he delivered a very powerful header, but he was unfortunately missed the post by an inch. Ivory Coast are very calm, compact, passing the ball very well, and gradually finding the pocket passes.
Just looking to the benches here, and it looks as if it's MS5 that is going to make the first move. Mozambique are also preparing a change. As with the hour mark, look at the efforts on target now, 3-1. So you need an injection of some fresh legs to Mozambique. I fancy they've done a lot of chasing in this game. Here it goes again, Conan. Who can he pick out this time? Comes to Zaha. A great block from Bruno.
Miscommunication should have left the ball for Frankese. It should have been 2-0.
Performance in the opening game is not paramount that you put on a great display. What is important though is to try and get the win.
Absolutely. To get the win, the important is not to lose the game. From that, you start gaining confidence in the subsequent games.
Comes again, Conan. I was unselfish there when I thought he might go for goal himself. It comes off Mesher for a corner. I thought he'd hit it there. It's a tight angle, but
It was his weaker foot, so he wanted to do a cover for Zaha, but unfortunately that was a good block from Mesha, the captain. He has been very fantastic at the back for Mozambique.
you see it was pardon there that with the attempted cutback, they've got a corner. Going to ground as he attempted to take that shot. A little frustrated with himself. And he is again on set piece duty, goes short. To Diomand. Zaha. Just say he's been fantastic with his link-up play. I think his performance tonight has justified his inclusion in the squad.
He's well experienced. He linked up play very well with Diomand and Conan on the left flank.
He's had a great game. Diomand's got a little quiet in the second half. Zaha definitely his experience showing. Kept them ticking over. Sangare. Sangare again. Conan. Sangare lets it run and almost fortuitously falling into his path again. Clearing his lines is Kalila. First Nations captain for Kalila. 25 minutes to go. Ahmad can take them on. This ball played in there, right? Slipped in and a chance! Flag. The flag had stayed down. The flag had stayed down. It's another real chance there.
Another rare chance by who again? Frank Kexi again. Who got the ball? A great touch, one touch from a dump by Sangara. Frank Kexi nearly missed the ball. I didn't get injured, eh?
Ball in.
Oh,
My goodness. That looked like a. Take a look at it from this angle and see. As it's slow sliding in. No. If it hits the upright with his bum, that could have gone horribly wrong. I think the entire male population watching gives a huge sigh of relief on his behalf. First change then, Gildo replaces Ratifo. A helpless Ratifo really never got into it. Gildo comes in. He's an attacker, likes to play wide on the right hand side. Plays his football in Turkey. And there's a double change as well, by the looks of things here for Cote d'Ivoire. So Seri goes off. One of those who was recalled for the first time since October 2024. Seri had a good game, but maybe just ran out of gas there. So Gildo replacing Witi. And Dominguez has now been introduced for Manuel Kambala as they go for an attacking option. Dominguez now becomes the second oldest player ever to feature at a Nations Cup. At the age of 42, the great Dominguez. And Zaha has also been given a rest.
beautiful one-touch football from Ivory Coast. A link up, very good link up with Fofana, Sangara, and Saha, and Ahmad.
Bruno there. Went off, going off his feet there. A little bit naughty there.
But that was a great tackle.
Was it? Yes. Went in strong there, but when you see a player go off his feet like that, you fear the worst. And it comes and overhit.
That was a push.
Yeah, and it was a push on in the box there. Free kick for Mozambique.
Push from the back from Kosono.
Minutes to go. Ahmad Diallo still separating the sides. Just floated into once the back post. Not a bad looking sort of ball. As Kambala sacrificed a defensive player for an attacking player because they need an equalizer, aren't they?
Obviously, yes, he needs to bring in an offensive player to try and see if he can work things out for them. But it looked like they are finding things very difficult. And Seri has been out for Fofana, nice as well, with box to box, great energy.
This is beautiful stuff. Now, Conan! Teasing over there to the back post. Danilo now with some choice words about his teammates.
So furious.
Furious. It's a dangerous ball that, isn't it? Good option there. Well, it was the only real option there because there was a way of the man behind him. That's Fakuna Bayo, the Udinese man who's just come on. Familiar to you, of course, that team Udinese. Badu.
Yes, that's my former club. And he's a good player as well. I've watched some of his games and he's doing well at Udinese. Let's see if I can have an impact in the game.
Making his 10th appearance for country. See them dominating even the corners count. Cote d'Ivoire, I think it's just a measure of the dominance from an attacking point of view. So tried a rather difficult pass there. Conan has had a brilliant game down this left-hand side.
Absolutely, very brilliant game. Kalila hasn't problem with Conan and Diamond at the flanks.
Fofana, who's been introduced, that's Seko Fofana, and who scored the opening goal of AFCON 2023 and that 2-0 win over Guinea-Bissau.
Great player, box to box. He steps very, very well. And is my former player at Udinese as well.
Plays for Stade Rennes in France these days. Another one born in France was a France junior international from under 16 level to all the way up to under 19. Before opting to play for Cote d'Ivoire in 2017. Dangerous looking ball. The keeper would have been stranded there. Bayo really finding target. What of it is her fourth international goal. Clever little chip there from Kessie.
Who else again? Kessie has been very instrumental in the second half. Great ball to Bayo. He should have scored this. It was a great chance. But I think in body position, I didn't get the ball well.
Closed his eyes. Then hit him.
Striker is caliber. Should have scored this.
Absolutely. Free header.
Yeah, free header.
Challenge. Yeah. Conan. Joman. Due. Ahmad. Is it a position now to start managing the game? Or is it still too early for that? They haven't, Mozambique, to be fair, in the second half, haven't really looked like scoring.
They completely lost the game. They completely lost their balance. And now they are getting all the penetration passes in the middle.
Here's Seko Fofana. Conan rescue this time. It's really been an excellent performance from the point of place for Gil Vicente in Portugal. Quarter of an hour remaining at the Grand Stade de Marrakesh. Defending champions. On course here for an opening day victory and keeping up their proud record in opening matches. Yes, the announcement there, official attendance much improved on the first match day here, 13,041. Long may that we'd like to see more people come into the stadium. The current start is, to be fair, is quite some way out of the city of Marrakesh, so especially when you're a neutral, you have to be really committed to the game and under such conditions to make your way to the stadium. So credit to all those neutrals that have come out. Jenny combining with Kalila, a rare overlapping run from Kalila in the second half. Joman back helping out in defense. Certainly hasn't dodged that responsibility of helping in defense.
I think they are still in the game. That was a decent cross by solid defensive work from.
They were getting a lot of joy from Kalila in the first half. Every time he went on the overlap down the right-hand side, but they haven't been able to do much of that in the second half. He's been picked back. He's had more defending to do against Conan.
Absolutely, because now German is gradually coming back to help, and it's Warren Khalid. But they are still in the game. They are keeping their composure.
Oh, for as long as it stays 1-0, they're definitely still in it. Fofana could change that now. Picks out Ahmad. Wanting to tee something up there on the left peg. Now here's Jenny. He's pulled back. Should it be a free kick? And is.
That was an experienced foul.
Yeah. A tactical foul there from Sangare. Ibrahim Sangare. Plays for Nottingham Forest in the Premier League. Kalida. Jenny. Now coming alive again, Jenny. Still Jenny. Great run from Jenny. Just gets the corner. Much better from Mozambique.
Yes, much better. I think they keep their composure. They are playing very well. And you cannot allow Jenny to turn with the ball. He should have rushed in very well. But an experienced Sangara will not allow you to go. Great defensive work from Sangara.
Now they've got it. Starting to just get a little bit more adventurous now on Mozambique. Starting to show a little bit more urgency here. They still got time to try and steal a point here. It really would be a case of stealing a point because they have been dominated, but they're coming alive. Here's Jenny. Still Jenny. Holding it up now. Jima. Extending wide. Ivory Coast getting numbers behind the ball. And Bruno, as the two-way goes in for the challenge.
Still 1-0.
Work from Due. He's been very fantastic throughout the game.
So we look at this up. Disappointing that. Jenny, who's pretty much the most lively player in attack for Mozambique, is an incredible story around how his career unfolded. Went to South Africa in search of a club at some point. Ended up playing Sunday League football while preparing for trials. There was no interest, believe it or not. It was a case of one who got away, really, I guess, with the PSL sides. As you see this yellow card for Joe Man going in on Kalila.
I think that was unnecessary tackle from behind.
Catching his man there and picking up a yellow. Diomant joins Ahmad in the book. Haven't seen much of him on attack in the second half as we did in the first. Right, here comes another change then for Cote d'Ivoire, Oumar Diakite. And a big cheer for Ahmad, who, as things stand, looks like his goal may be the winner. And that's how it came.
The Manchester United now have been very instrumental in the game and have a great game.
Diakite of Sacred Bruges in Belgium. He's 20 years old, another rising talent in this Ivorian side. So that story about Jenny, not able to impress anyone or get a trial out in South Africa's PSR, and now today he's playing UEFA Champions League football with Sporting Lisbon. Good to track him back there from.
Yeah, but that shows that you can track back and have belief in yourself. That's all you can believe in yourself. That's all you can do.
At their back line and great leadership qualities.
He's been good. He's been solid. Still possession numbers in favour of Cote d'Ivoire, although in the last 15 minutes or so, just 10 to 15 minutes, we've seen Mozambique coming into it more. Here is the great Dominguez Belembe, 42 years young, becoming the second oldest player to feature the Nations Cup. And the man who holds the record being the oldest is the great Egyptian goalkeeper, Essam El Hadri, who was 44 years old when he featured in his last Nations Cup in the 2017 final against Cameroon. Won it under Hugo Bruch, who is out here looking to repeat that effort with South Africa's Bafana Bafana. And a bit of encouragement there from Chiquinho. Disappointing ball.
Very disappointing ball.
Another change coming, this time from Mozambique. Infren, who is a right back, is about to be introduced, and I think perhaps, yeah, it's a straight swap with Kaila.
So if you guys are enjoying the stream, like, subscribe if you're new to the channel. I highly appreciate you all in the chat.
The best, but I think he will have a tough time with Joe and Colin at the flanks today. But it was good.
Infren, the minister's come on. Plays for Songo in Mozambique. Time running out here for Osman Bash to try and get it back on level terms, but it's still 1-0, so they're in it, still in it. Legend of African football is Dominguez, his third Nations Cup. Made his international debut way back in 2004. A career, it's like 21 years of playing international football. That is absolutely remarkable. And it was a late bloomer compared to how young players are these days when they make international debut. He was 20.
You might think otherwise for the decision of the referee here.
impressed with what I saw there from Khalida, particularly in the first half. He's offered something wide on attack.
So if you guys are enjoying the stream, like, sub, and subscribe if you're new to the channel.
Job of defending. There's a foul on Jenny. I think his story is certainly one that shows you that you never give up. Never give up on your dream.
But it all comes with strong mentality as well.
He's represented Mozambique at under 17 and under 20 levels as well. Got his senior first cap in 2019 and scored against Mauritius on debut as he whips one in here. Comes off. Kima. Looking for Infran. Shepherded behind for a goal kick by Gislan. A very impressive Gislan Conan.
Evans Ndeka and Kozono have won all the area duels, and it's really very effective for the Ivory Coast national team. Great defensive work from them.
As this will delight Mesrai, the coach. And he saw Zah on the bench. He had a fine game, given a start, and I suppose it makes sense if you're gonna recall a man for the first time after 3 years. It wouldn't make sense. Ooh. As trying to barge his way through there was Diakite. Kept out in the end by Michel. Dominguez. Bruno gets the free kick. Try and get something in the box now.
Getting near to the end of the game. Getting very near to the end of the game, folks.
There's still more time because when it comes to association football, anything can happen at any given time.
I love how you call it association football. Real old school stuff.
We need to mix the new generation and the old stuff.
As opposed to rugby football. And this one floated in, and a man who slips out. They're appealing. VAR will have a look, no doubt. Down to the back post. So lining up there at it. Cote d'Ivoire clear their lines. Was there a foul in the box there? And there could be problems here. A chance to wrap it up here for Cote d'Ivoire. Oh, dilly-dallied on the ball. And, oh my
Good save on the
God.
line.
How did they not score?
How did Cote d'Ivoire not won it?
Scrambling defense by the members here. But really, Bayo was in on goal. But I think Dominguez is asking the question about what happened at the other end there. There's a challenge on Meche for you, Balu.
Absolutely nothing. That was so soft. He went down easily. I absolutely don't know what Frankesi wanted to do. I don't know if he wanted to give a flick back pass to Fofana or he wanted to dribble the goalkeeper.
But Bayo gets 2 bites at it, does Bayo. And, well, Kima does some good work, to be fair. But,
I think he got the shot very well, but Gima was in the post and he did a great job as well.
Mr. Right, Kessie was in on goal and should have finished that one now. What as Hernan congratulates Kima for that the block. Has kept them in it. Is there a check? There is some sort of check. But what are they checking? Unfortunately,
I think they are checking if the goalkeeper was out of the 18 box. No.
nothing doing. Play continues with the corner. Into stoppage time we go. Still waiting for the indication from our fourth profession official, Mr. Mahama of Chad, to indicate the sign has gone up. It's 4 minutes, minimum 4 minutes. That will be added at the end of the second.
Yeah, 4 minutes at the end of the second half. 4 minutes, folks.
The rain continues to come down here. This is Sangare. Space opening up then in front of Renildo. They need to get the ball up quickly now. They need to try and get the ball into the box. Time is running out. Nearly had a minute and a half of the minimum 4 to be added on. This is a result that would take Cote d'Ivoire top of the group. With the next game to come, Gabon against the indomitable Lions of Cameroon. One kicking off at 9 o'clock local time. So in just over half an hour's time. Cote d'Ivoire showing defensive organization now. They got lots of men behind the ball. Dominguez, can he work a bit of his own magic? Doesn't have the pace of years gone by. This tends to happen when you're like 42 years old. Jenny definitely comes out of this game with a lot of credit. That's Jenny. Float one to the back post.
Hope you guys have enjoyed the stream.
Yeah, here. Fofana.
I think it left 2 minutes for the game to finish. I don't know why Jenny Katamo is holding the ball like this. You should be putting the ball in the box.
Ayo holding it up. 10 minutes. Fofana. Second Fofana. Jenny. So it's a foul there by Dwayne. And foul is Faisal. Faisal wins the free kicker. But they've gone backwards here. Mozambique is into the last 30 seconds. Now a space opening up here for Jenny. Still Jenny. Still Jenny.
Oh.
No real power behind the shot. And credit the keeper. Gets down well, does the big man to make the save.
What the player is, he's very good 1v1. He's not afraid. And he knows when he always in the box. He's like a king. He plays the ball, but that was the feeble one.
Unlucky, and that was probably that for Mambas, who, well, the wait continues. 16 matches at the Nations Cup now, and they still await the first win for the defending champions, looking like they're to extend their proud record in opening matches. And there you go.
Full time, folks. It is Ivory Coast 1, Mozambique 0. Winning goal scored by Amadou Diallo. Hope you guys do enjoy the stream. Subscribe to the notification. Peace.